there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking play. Welcome back to this FM19 save with Estudiantes. Today, as you can see, we are playing Velez in the second leg of our Copa de la Superliga semi-final. Little bit of an apology to make. First of all, apologies for not being any videos recently for the last few days. We've had school holidays, it's half term, so we've been doing things with the kids and, you know, they stay up a bit later during the holidays. So not really had the chance to record this past week or so. And secondly, apologies, you're not going to see our second round at Sudamericana tie because, well, I'll explain in a minute. And today we go into this match with Velez. And I've made a bit of a boo-boo. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the schedule. And as you can see, we are out of the Sudamericana because we went out on away goals. This was the first leg. I'm going to show you the goals. If I can. Where do we go for the goals? Here we go. So we're going to show you the goals. You can see the stats there. We took the lead and then they equalised. And it was the nature of the equaliser. I'd recorded this video, but I decided against putting it out. I mean, this is our goal. Gil Romero smashing in a lovely, lovely finish. We'd been dominant at the time. This is the reason I'm not putting the video out. Just watch this. That is the goal that has eliminated us from the Sudamericana. As you can imagine, I was a little bit ranty. So I decided not to put the video out because it wasn't great. The matches were poor as well. If we have a look at the away leg, you can see not a lot happened in it. It was really, really bad. So, you know, we just decided to not play it, to not edit it, not put it out. Right, we now have a bit of a problem with this Velez game, and it is that Mario Gatti is on international duty, which is fantastic. He's been called up to the Argentina squad, which is amazing. I made a bit of a boo-boo because I should probably have withdrawn him from the squad. I didn't check the dates. I just assumed that we would be all right, and we're not. So he isn't playing today, which really, really damages our chances. He's only wanted now by, I think it's 11 clubs. It keeps dropping. It was up at 16. I think a lot of that is due to the fact that I've put his asking price up at 80 million. We've had stories linking Boca, Bordeaux and Genoa to him. We did have a story linking Monaco to him as well, but they've disappeared off the list, so I'm guessing they're not interested. But all the reports are saying like 8.25 million, and it's like, why am I going to sell him for 8.25 million? It's just not going to happen. If I show you my shortlist, is this the right one? Yeah, I believe this is the one. I was looking at this guy, Gaston Veron, as a potential replacement. Looks absolutely sensational. He's a wonder kid as well, but he's going to cost a lot of money, and there is actually a bidding just coming from Marseille for 8.75 million plus add-ons. Can't compete with that. There is one guy that I was looking at, but I don't know if he's on here because he's probably not interested in joining us, to be honest. Is it this kid? I think it might be this kid. Lautaro Chavez at Gimnasia. Looks really, really good, but he's at our city rivals, and I don't think he would be interested in joining us. At the minute, it would cost a small fortune. He has a minimum fee of 4.4 million, so that doesn't expire for a couple of years. In a higher division, they didn't come up, Gimnasia, so he's one of the ones that I'm looking at potentially. We'll have to see. Obviously, the plan is to keep Mario Gatti. We're not looking to get rid of him. River are awaiting the winners of the... I don't care about the Sudamericana. River are awaiting us, as you can see there in the final. They beat Boca in the second leg of the semi-final. We're coming into this. We've drawn so many games, and a draw is absolutely no good to us today. Because if it's a score draw, then they will go through. If it's a 0-0, then it's going to go to extra time or penalties. Let's just have a quick look. I'm not sure what we've got going on. Penalty shootout after 90 minutes. And, oh no, that's the final. Superleague Cup final. No, semi-final. 90 minutes, penalty shootout. Oh, but no away goals. Okay, well that's a little better. Should probably check that off camera so we look a bit more professional, eh? Right, this is the team we're going with. We've had to put Estevao in then up front because the thing is, I don't know if I would have stopped Mario Gatti going. It's friendlies, but I don't know if I would have stopped him going. It's an international call up. He beat Gonzalo Higuain to the call, so I probably would have let him go anyway. I think we can do this without him, but I'm not as confident as I was. That having said that, he's on the biggest goal scoring drought of his career at the minute of 3 games, and he's been really poor in all 3 as well. So it's a 4-4-1-1 from our visitors today, Almada, and they've got Gonzalo. Is it Gonzalo? Gonzalo Ibarra up top. Wow, he looks good. What's his deal? He's got minimum fee for foreign clubs, but wow, he does look good. Would he come to us? Probably not. That's a shame. Right, let's get into the boys. Let's see what we can do. We haven't been on a good run lately. We've drawn 5 out of our last 6 games. I'm just going to say calmly, come back after the match as finalists, which has gone down like a lead balloon. So let's say passionately, let's G them up. I have faith. That's better. That's the Badger. Right. Come on, boys. Biggest game of the season now that we're out of Europe, out of the Sudamericana. Estevao kicks it off for us. And the rain starts lashing down as we kick off. Happy days. Here's a throw-in for Lacunza to Chico. So we've had an injury already. Lucas Rodriguez has gone off just past the 2-minute mark with a potential thigh injury. So I'm guessing probably hamstring. Matthews Pellegrini here on the ball has come on for him. So it's not a bad replacement, to be fair. Here's Marlon now. Pulls it across. Galabert with the header straight at the keeper though. Marlon with this throw. Casquette, very, very poor game so far. And we're on the defensive now with Ibarra. Cascini works back brilliantly though. And Sapa has it to Nogueira, who is wanted by Tigres at the minute. Marlon is also being scouted by Al Ittihad, I think it was. So we could be... I mean, we need to sell players. And we're... Ibarra's missed a huge chance there. What a save, Daniel Sapa. We're going to have to sell players at the end of the season just to... keep our heads above water, to be honest. I'm hoping that Mario Gatti doesn't get upset and he is having his head turned. He is thinking that he should move to a bigger club, but he's got 4 years left on his contract. I'm hoping to keep him as Almada cracks one off the bar. Nobody bothered tackling him. Just let him do it, guys. Just, don't bother. But yeah, we lose money hand over fist. We need to sell players every summer. But I will only sell them if I've got a decent youth prospect to come up and replace. I do have good ones coming in. I've got centre-back replacements coming in the summer on free transfers. I've got a couple of decent left-backs down in the youth teams if Marlon does go. So it wouldn't be the end of the world because, as I say, we have to sell players to make ends meet. And here is another highlight. Dominguez to Diaz, Almada, Menaro cuts in field and it's blocked by Nogueira. Velez are starting to get the upper hand. It's a little bit worrying, but it's another very, very poor game. And if we don't score before half-time in this one, that will be 4 games in a row where we haven't scored in the first half, which wouldn't be good at all. And they are not playing well. So we're going to do a show some passion shout-out because it's been absolutely desperate at the minute. They are battering us for possession. 60% they've had. I don't think we've ever had a team come to the Unico de la Plata and batter us in terms of possession like that. We are definitely going to have to make some changes as to how we pass the ball around. Here's Diaz though in a bit of space, gets it across. Ibarra to Jimenez and he flashes it wide. I thought that was going to be the opening goal there. And we're straight in with the goal kick. Nogueira forward to Chico. Nogueira out to Galabert on the right. Come on now. Come on, Enzo. Cascini. He's got Estevao looking to get in behind, but Dominguez has stolen it. We just cannot get ourselves into the game at the minute. We are being overrun. And that was a great tackle from Cascini. He is holding us together in midfield at the minute. Awful clearance from Daniel Sapa. What is going on, boys? Almada smashes one and Sapa makes up for that horrible clearance with a brilliant save. We are getting absolutely annihilated in front of our own fans. This is terrible. Estevao now, got no support though. It's just going to come straight back at us. This is awful. Gaston Campi to Daniel Sapper. Spreads it out now to Lacunza. Galabert gets past his man, does well. Casquette. Galabert's looking to get in the channel there, but Giannetti giving it away, and Estevao pounces and scores against a run of play, but puts us in the lead just before half-time. It was an awful mistake, and that kind of makes up, if we go through, for what happened against Fluminense. Awful from Giannetti, just put it on a plate for Estevao, and he was never going to miss from there. Diaz to take this throw for Almada. We need to close Almada down, I think, in the second half. I think we're going to have to put him on hard tackling and things like that. Chico, out to Pellegrini. Come on, let's get a second before half-time. Let's really rub it in that we've been awful and we're 2-0 up. And Estevao has done just that. I didn't think he was going to score that when he hit it first time. I thought he should have taken a touch, but how wrong was I? What a finish from the youngster. He is starting to make a claim for replacing Mario Gatti, isn't he? What a hit that is. Brilliant, brilliant finish. The confidence in that shot was absolutely stunning. It's his 4th goal of the season, and he is definitely working his way into my plans for next season. That is for sure. So Velez will be wondering how on earth they are losing this game, and it kind of makes me think, what do I do with the team talk now? Because we were awful. And we were okay for the first few minutes, and then we were awful for about 40 minutes, and then we scored twice. So I'm just going to say, you might be winning, but that could still change. And some players have reacted badly to that. So we're just going to say, calmly, you weren't that bad, but I believe you can still improve. Only Estevao seems confused. That's okay. Get your hat-trick and I'll bring you off. Wow, I cannot believe we are 2-0 up after that. We were dominated, we were pegged back. Daniel Sapper made a couple of brilliant saves, didn't he? Point blank, and that one that he tipped over. How we are 2-0 up is beyond me. Daniel Sapper with the goal kick out to Marlon. First highlight really of the second half. Cascini here. Infield Casquette. Estevao's on the move. It's a poor ball though. He was looking for Galabert, and a poor header in midfield gives us the ball back, and Casquette now plays it in. Oh, I thought that was going to get Galabert in, but the defender did well. Chico, first time to Cascini now. Just a little bit of pressure for us here, and Casquette could finish it. Smashes the bar. We've both hit the woodwork now. That would have probably put it to bed. Vargas with this free kick goes to Almada. Don't let him hit it. Don't let him hit it. They do, and it's flashed wide. You can see there, we've made our final 2 changes. Paiva and Moya on for Cascini and Casquette. All barring a disaster now. We're going to be in our second successive Superleague Cup final to play River. Even though we've lost every game to River so far, I'm definitely happier that it's them and not Boca, even though we've beaten Boca. So that's bizarre, isn't it? But it's because the 2 games in the league this season we lost in stoppage time. So I'm fairly confident that we could do something. But Ibarra could halve the deficit here. It's another huge save from Daniel Sapper. He has been an absolute hero. That is his 3rd massive save of the match. He should have a much higher rating than a 7. That was another huge moment from our keeper, and that has probably seen us through, because if they get that back to 2-1 with the time left that there was, they would have gone all out for it. But as it is, we are still 2-0. And Chico to Estevao. Oh, what did the keeper do there? Estevao's got the hat-trick. We're into the final now. Julian Chico chipped the ball over. I have no idea what the keeper did. Thankfully, we have been repaid for what happened against Fluminense here. Twice, with 2 of Estevao's goals. What did the keeper do there? Estevao sneaks in for the hat-trick, and we are into another cup final. We're going to see the little offside camera here. It's never offside, so I don't know why they bother. It was a great ball from Chico, and when it bounced and ran away, I thought it was gone. But Estevao chased it down, and he's come in to replace the legendary Gatti, and he has stepped up big time with a huge hat-trick for us today. Absolutely sensational from the kid. And can we get a 4th? Here's Fabian Nogueira to Galabert. Lovely play. Lovely play. He's going all the way. What a save. Just nobody tackled him. Absolutely nobody got anywhere near him. What a run from Gallagher. He has done that a few times as well. I'm really liking it, but we could get caught out here now. It's 2-on-1. Ortega to Vargas. They are streaming forward, the blue shirts. And Lacunza with a stunning challenge that keeps our clean sheet intact. And a brilliant tackle there on Gallagher as well. Lasso with a free kick out to Bouzat. So I've just dropped a little concentrate shout out. I figured I've never used one before, and I figured at 3-0 up, it's not a bad time to try it. They're all overwhelmed by it, so don't use concentrate. It's not good. Look at that. It's terrible. They're all overwhelmed by it. Not a good one to use. Not a good one to use at all. We've got 43,338 at the crowd as well to see us get through. We've got a really good record against Velez. I think we've only lost against them once. And today we've handed out another hammering to them as well. And they haven't been in the game really. They've had that one breakaway chance, and other than that, they haven't really been in the game in the second half. Those 2 goals before half time really kicked them, didn't it? I think Campi picks that one up, spreads it out to Pellegrini. We've not seen a lot of him, and he's been on for 88 minutes. We haven't really seen anything of him at all. But this, with 30 seconds over, there it is. We're into the final. The referee blows his final whistle. Got through without a yellow card as well, which is very, very nice to see. We're going to say passionately, congratulations, lads. You've all dreamed of playing in the final that you played in last year. Well done. We are through. So that's it. We are through. We will be taking on River. It is on Saturday. We've got 3 days to go, so that will be the next video, and that will be how we end the season. Where's it being played? It is being played at the Cilindro, which I believe is that Argentinos. Oh no, Racing Club's ground. 50,000 capacity. That is going to be sold out. There's going to be a new name on the Superleague Cup because Belgrano have won the last 2, as you can see there. It's going to be a massive, massive game. Delighted to be in another cup final. I would have taken this over getting past Fluminense, to be honest, because it was only the second round tie, and there was no guarantee we'd have gone through. It's not the Libertadores, which is the ultimate aim, but just to get our hands on a trophy would be fantastic. So smash that like button, guys. Estevao, a new star, is born. Could we contemplate selling Mario now with him in the waiting in the wings? Let me know in the comments. I know we shouldn't sell him. Absolutely not. A few of you have already been telling me that we should not be selling him. I don't want to. Smash that like button for me, guys. Hit subscribe. Turn on the notifications. You know what to do by now. I've had a few new subscribers and a few new guys commenting, so thank you very much, guys. I love interacting with you, so keep that up, and I will see you very shortly. I'm not 100% sure what day this video is going to come out, possibly Monday, possibly Tuesday, but the final, we will be along very soon with that. Let me know in the comments as well, will we finally beat River? As I say, we have an atrocious record against them. It's got to end sometime. Is it going to be in the final? Join me soon, guys, and let's find out. Adios, amigos.